So welcome to another episode of Misunderstood, and today's episode is the beginning of a few episodes. The next, say, 3 or 4 episodes, we'll be talking about friendship, what types of friendship, how to end relationships, how to end friendships in the right way, and also building intimacy in friendship. So let me just give a huge disclaimer. I'm a great, strong introvert. Extrovert. And this trait, I don't like using that as an excuse, but as a person, one of my biggest struggles is I can make friends easily. My challenge ends up being how to end them. And so this series is speaking to me also, and I'm using a lot of personal examples. So that's just basically the introduction. So today's episode is about types of friends. Now, knowing what type of friend you are and what type of friend, where somebody is in your friendship, in your type of friends, that's the wrong statement. Knowing what type of friend you are and where people have placed you or where you have placed certain people is so important, because this allows for you to understand and to place expectations on certain people and to understand how far is too far with some people. If you haven't watched my video on boundaries, I think now's a good time, because I speak about knowing how far is too far and knowing your limits. And sometimes we hurt people because we don't communicate these limits, or we assume that they should know because they're this place in my life. That's not right. So today's episode is about type of friends, and there's so many types of friends. There are 4 of them. I think when I was studying, I came across Miles Monroe, prolific speaker of our time. Rest in peace. He did a few series of speeches and talks where he's talking about friendship. And one of them is that he said, when you understand your type of friends, the type of friends you have makes you understand the type of person you are. And this is just to speak to every extrovert. The speed of making a friend is often misunderstood by us because we think that I've made a friend and so they immediately become my close friend. This video is for us. So the first type of friend is an acquaintance. This is a person who just knows. You just know each other. Like, hi, my name is Nyawira. Hi, my name is so-and-so. You know basic information. This type of friendship is important to know because it's very face value. There's nothing deep to it. We just casual knowledge of each other, casual knowledge of things. In this type of friendship, small talk thrives. I'm telling you, it's the easiest thing to do. So that's the first type of friend, an acquaintance. The next type of friend is a casual friend. Now, casual friends, in certain spaces, they call them situational. We are friends because we go to church together, we go to work together, we go to school together. You have knowledge of each other. You have a common thing that brings you together. Some of these friendships grow into different things, and I'm going to be explaining that later in the video. But casual friends have a common interest, and they have, at this space of friendship, there's a lot of complimenting, there's a lot of cheers, happy people. So it's usually a very easy friendship because there's no pressure to become anything. There's no depth to your conversations. The vulnerability levels here are not usually so strong because remember, you're situational. So you met at work, for example, and you became colleagues, but it moved from just being a colleague to being a friend. So maybe after work, once in a while, you just hang out for a few minutes and then you go home. So that's the type of friendship. The third type of friend is a close friend. Now, I want to make you understand that this hierarchy grows over time. So some of the traits spill over into the next one, but they also become, the right word is that they grow deeper with the type of friendship that you have established. So from an acquaintance, you get to a casual friend or situational friend, and then I become close friends. Now, close friends means that there's a sense of continuity in your relationship. There's a pursuit for friendship. There's a commitment. That's the right word. There's a commitment to building your friendship. Now, this friendship is very interesting because you have common interests, you have common goals, you know of each other, you are now interested in spending more time. But this is the main trait about this friendship. You are intentional about establishing a friendship. That's so important because now you're working towards becoming very good buddies. So you have an acquaintance, you have a casual friend, you have a casual friend, and then now you have a close friend. And now the biggest one, in certain spaces, it's not usually ranked the highest, but there's an intimate friend. Now, an intimate friend is somebody who has, you know each other. you already have common interests. You are intentional about building yourself. But in this friendship is where vulnerability is entertained. Now, let me just say that vulnerability is an interesting one, because vulnerability doesn't only mean you share sad things. I think I learned that the hard way. Vulnerability means that you can confide in this person, your dreams, your goals, your ambition. You can share your good times. And some of these things are important to note, because, and this one, it was a painful lesson to me, is that if you cannot share your happy times or your ambitions or your dreams with a friend, more than likely that's not an intimate friend. So check that relationship. So you have an acquaintance, you have a casual situational friend, you have a close friend, and then you have an intimate friend. One of the things that an intimate friendship has that's a characteristic, that's one of the things that made me realize, I didn't know that, was that an intimate friend is somebody who also can challenge you, and their vested interest is to make you better as they make themselves better. That means this is not a friendship ya kupitana too, for we're just friends. It goes beyond an Instagram post where you're crushing on your friend. It goes into the nitty-gritty of, why are you not doing this? You had set this goal a while ago, why aren't you achieving it? This is somebody who can check you, and that it comes from a place of love. Friendship is, knowing your types of friends has cost me, Nyawira, a lot, because I realized that I had rushed I just met somebody, right? And instead of learning them and knowing them, I ran and put them into the close friend space. And that hurts you, because you haven't learned this person. You just moved from I know you to I love you to now we're best buds, and then the relationship is over. So I think it's very important to know this, because also when you rank your friends into this understanding of, these are my pool of friends. In this pool of 5 people, 1 I just know, namjuanga 2. So place them where they should be. Another one, they're friends because we go to church together. In fact, the only reason we talk is because we're figuring out, okay, what time are you going to church? That's a situational friend. The other one, maybe you're feeling like, hey, this one we're more inclined to certain things similarly. That's a different type of friendship. Now, one of the things that I've learned that many of us assume is that just because I meet you doesn't mean we must end up being friends. It's okay not to end up being friends with everybody that you meet, because unfortunately, for us ladies particularly, I think we are victims of this, is that we meet somebody and the minute we click and we're friends. I think that's a problem. And so I'm just going to be sharing a general overview on how to build friendship. The first one is initiate conversation. I've learned that conversations trigger people to you get to see another side of somebody, find out their opinion on certain things. It sounds like small talk, but in actual sense, you're just triggering their mind to figure out, okay, so what's your opinion on this? Get to know the person by initiating. And sometimes we need to be the ones who just start it off, because you're intentional about trying to make a friend. Find out what their opinions are about certain things. The other thing is interpret social cues. Now, this one was an interesting one for me when I read about it, because it says that when you observe people in other spaces, you realize who they are. Because when people come to you and they're also interested in building a friendship with you, they put up a facade or a cool face. When you observe them around other people, you can realize, hey, this person, by the way, they are triggered by this. They can make fun of people easily. So you can observe them in a different space. That's not necessarily where you are. So this could mean maybe at the workplace, observe them with other colleagues. In church, for example, if they serve in church, observe how they work with the people that they serve with, people that they don't serve with. Observe all those cues. The other thing is, you need to learn to listen. People are talking all the time. And many a times, what people are speaking, sometimes we don't give it so much attention, but every time somebody is saying something, they're saying so much more than what they're actually saying. Listen to the person, listen to what they think about certain things. And sometimes I've learned this the hard way, is that listening to people will also make you a better friend, because you've accommodated their thoughts in the same manner that you want them to accommodate yours. So do I think that it's easy to make friends? I think it's easy to make acquaintances. It's work to establish a friendship. So one of the tests that I would like, that if you're interested in establishing proper and healthy friendships is evaluate your friends. That's a first test. Where have I placed people in my life? Have I placed you in a place where you don't belong, and that is affecting you in your relationship because now you expect this person to show up for you, but really we're just acquaintances? That's unfair for you on them. The other thing is evaluate your friends, place them in the right order. And that's an important thing, because sometimes it sounds like it's foolishness, but it'll help you also stop thinking that people should run to your defense. Some people don't even know that you're in trouble. You know what I mean? So don't place everybody in the same place. The other thing is actively try and build intentional friendships. And it sounds like such a nice book title, like Establishing Friendships in the Millennial Age. No, try and figure out, am I in my spaces, I've seen this person, I feel like we're inclined in the same direction. Instead of rushing and ranking them into close friends, build a relationship, initiate the conversation. Interpret social cues, see how they are around other people. Listen keenly to what they're saying, even when sometimes you think it's rubbish and nonsense. Just listen to them, because people just sometimes want to be heard. And listening to them, I've learned, is a skill, because many a times when people realize that you've listened to them keenly, they also in return mirror the same behavior and listen to you. So are friendships hard to build? No. Is it impossible? Absolutely not. We can do it. The trick is that we must commit to working into friendship as opposed to rushing into it. So yeah, that's episode 1 on types of friends and building friendships. The next episode is interesting because now that you've identified the type of friend that you are, the biggest question is, how do I transition, or how do I end unhealthy friendships? Now that's a hard one, because I think I'm preempting too much. I'll be sharing in the next video. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like. But the truth is that the success of this particular third of episodes is, I think you should watch this with your friends. Ask your friends to chime into the conversation, because sometimes you can be the one showing up with, alas, I have an evaluation form for all of you. What type of friend do you think you are? What type of friend do you think you are? No. If they've watched this together, then both of you can analyze, what type of friend am I to so-and-so, and what type of friend am I to this person? And that makes it wholesome, because both of you are trying to build yourself. So until next time, please keep safe. Please stay warm. It's a cold month. Be happy, laugh a little, laugh a lot, laugh loud, and let's build proper friendships. I appreciate you being here, and as many as can be, I love you all, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode of Misunderstood. Bye. Love you.